My name's Mandy and this is my channel Make It So. Today is my Florida trip vlog and I've actually had to split this into two bits because there's a lot to show you. And when I mention that October's next month, just ignore me because it's actually, I started filming in September and now it's actually the 22nd of October. So you can see how long it's taken me to do. Sorry, I know a lot of you were looking forward to seeing what I've purchased in Florida because, as you know, if you've watched me for a long time, I actually had a fabric ban until I was going away. So I was let loose in the American fabric shops and I made up for lost time, let's just say. But as you'll see when you're going through the video, they were mainly mindful purchases because I wanted to make sure I was buying fabric for things I want to make rather than, oh, that's pretty and I'll put it in my stash for how many years. So the first bit I'm going to show you is where I visited on my first day of Florida. So I hope you enjoy this video and I'll catch up with you again at the end. So the first store we went to was not what you would typically think of as a fabric store. It was actually a supermarket, and over here we have Asda, which is, I think it's equivalent, but it was Walmart. Unfortunately, Asda doesn't do fabric, but Walmart has so many different products in there, and one of them is a craft section and they sell lots of fabric. A lot of the fabric is pre-wrapped, so they have yard packs and they have fat quarter packs, and they do actually do some off the roll as well, and lots of haberdashery items. So the first day, our full day in Florida, I got fabric. So the first thing I bought was this gorgeous cotton, which was in their yard packs, and it's got peacocks all over it, and there's a lot of teal colours in there, and that is for a friend who loves teal and loves peacocks. So I just got that one. It was actually reduced to $3.50 as well, but that's a whole yard, so I think that will be nice as a gift made up for her. I've just got to decide what, but that will be for Christmas. And the next one I got was another yard pack. Quite a few of these are yard packs. I do like the vintage simplicity range that we, I think, had in our Hobbycraft over here. Unfortunately we can't get it anymore, but I found an equivalent, and it also covers one of my other favourite pastimes, which is drinking coffee, and it's this one. And one of them is quite good because it says, "I'm so grateful I've had coffee and so is everyone else." And I thought that is quite funny because I do need my coffee first thing in the morning to get going. So that's another yard. Haven't got a clue what I'm going to make with it, but I like it, and I'm sure that would be either in my sewing room or as a bag for that one. I'm going to create piles here. And this one, it's another yard pack. Again, every time I look for fabric, I like the theme of purple, coffee, giraffes or sewing themed. So this one was perfectly up my street, and I like the colourful notions all over it. And I have a plan with this one. I'm hoping to make a caddy, and it's the one that Adam sews. Adam, the lovely Adam, has just released. So that would be the inner lining of the caddy, because I don't really want white on the outside because it might get a bit dirty. And then this one is actually something I bought from Joann's the last time we went. I'm trying to think, it was 2017 or 2018, but I've used it so much that I wanted more. And one of my favourite Disney films is Beauty and the Beast. So they were selling this in Walmart in fat quarter form. So I got 4 of these, but they were the last ones they had, so I really didn't want to miss getting them in case they never do it. But I've made some gorgeous bags in these and lining of bags, and I just love that film. And so much so that they also had some yard packs with a brand new pattern on it, and this one is obviously officially Disney because we can't get licensed fabrics over here very much, and you can't actually get it sent to you from America either. I used to look on Joann's website and it'd say not available for the UK, but this is Bell stained glass, and it's got all these gorgeous pictures on it and images, and it's got purple all over it, of course. So I did get 2 of these, and I'm sure a few bags will come out of that as well. So you'll obviously learn from this that I really love Joann. I call it Joann's. I think they're called Joann, but I'm sorry, I call it Joann's anyway. I really love the store. It is absolutely huge compared to what we have over here in the UK. So I am a bit like a child in a candy store. What I wanted to do was show you a tour of Joann's so you could see exactly why I love it so much. I actually had to condense this to 6 minutes because it was a lot longer. So if you know Joann's very well and you really don't want to watch this bit, please skip ahead. I'll put what time roughly, because I can't work out how to do timelines yet, or go and make yourself a coffee or a cup of tea. But if you've not seen it before, you will see the range that is available, and I think I did quite well, and you'll see that afterwards that I was quite well behaved. So enjoy this part and then I'll show you my purchases. Hello, so we've arrived at Joann's, and that's the West Earlo Bronson Memorial Highway in Kissimmee branch. So we're going to take you round, hopefully, if they don't mind me doing it, and you'll see what we get. See you in a bit. It's now about to rain, so we're going to make a run for it, but here it is outside. So the next store we went to, and I did go there quite a few times, and that was Joann's, which is the biggest fabric supplier I think in Florida. And we did visit a few stores, but mainly the one near us in Kissimmee, and we actually filmed in there, which you hopefully would have just seen because I did ask for permission and the staff were really lovely about it. So what did I buy there, you're asking? Quite a bit, but after seeing the last bit, hopefully you'll realise I didn't buy the whole store up. So the first thing is something my daughter bought. I've sort of included her purchases because most of them I will be making things out of, but she loves Halloween and autumn, fall is her best season. She loves it. So she bought some little Halloween themed fat quarters. I haven't got a clue what she's going to do with those, but I thought I'd include them in part of our haul. And that is actually made, that fat quarter range is from Singer. I think they do some of that range over here, but not as much as over in America. And then I also found another sewing themed fabric, which is this one. So it's very similar to the one I got in Walmart. It's another cotton, it's a quilting cotton, and it's a digital print one. But I thought that would be nice as the outside of the caddy. Strange for me it's not purple, but I have not found a purple Sewing Notions fabric anywhere. So if anyone knows where I can find it, please let me know, because I would like to do a purple one. So no surprises. And the next lot I got, my daughter would like me to make her a sew over it tote pack after seeing the one I made. So I said to her, when we go to America, find some fabric and I'll make you it, which obviously I haven't done yet because I've been waiting to show you all and I need to wash it. So after this video, the washing machine is going to be very busy. So what we did was we got her some canvas print. Again, she chose all this. I let her go off and find what she wanted. And it's this gorgeous marble effect canvas. So I just bought 1 yard of that because I think it's about 92 centimetres that we need for it. So that would be enough. And for the lining, she found this gorgeous quilting cotton. Can't remember what they called it, it had a name, but it's a plain, but it's got some effect on it which I think goes really lovely with the marble on there. So that is going to be her tote pack. So now I can wash it. I am going to mention it, the Christmas word, because I want to make a nice Christmas blouse, and I saw this gorgeous cotton which has got the fairy lights on it. I noticed quite a lot of their fabrics aren't that wide, so I did make sure that I bought 3 yards of this just to make sure I had enough. I measured the width and I looked on Stash Hub. I probably would have mentioned this already, but Stash Hub has a conversion on it, so I was looking for meters and trying to convert it myself, and my daughter pointed out that you could press a little button and it showed you what yard you needed instead, which was brilliant for me because it saved me a lot of working out. So I got 3 yards of that one, and I can't decide whether I want to do a long sleeve patina or a Donny shirt, but I am going more towards the patina because this is a cotton and I do like how that blouse is structured. So that should keep me nice and warm for Christmas. And then going back again, my daughter, this is one she chose with the idea of making a blouse again. Same thing, not as wide as some that we can get over here, and I'm sure they do 140 wide, but in the cottons, because they're quilting cottons as well, they do tend to do them in the 112, 115 width. So we made sure we got plenty of this one as well, but it's this gorgeous pumpkins and they've got some lovely colours in there, and that will really look nice on her as a shirt for autumn. So you're going to see a bit of a theme going on because I do like coffee, and they had this gorgeous flannel in this colour with coffee prints all over it. And I just think that is gorgeous. So of course straight away I thought pyjama bottoms, because I do like to keep warm, and if I've had a long day at work I always go home, put my pyjamas on. So I can't wait to make these up because it's already getting quite chilly here. So I absolutely love that, and it was such a good price. I think it was something like $4.99 a yard. So I did buy 3 yards of that one. It does say not intended for children's sleepwear, but I am a grown-up sort of, so I think I'm all right wearing that one. I'm still going just on Joann's. So so the next one is another flannel, but this one, your guess, is for my daughter again, because it's got pumpkins and jumpers and all sorts over it. And again, she would like pyjamas in that one. But it's just such a lovely fabric. They're so soft. I know I've got to wash them still, but they feel really soft. And the back of it is just as nice as well. So they're going to feel so lovely when we're wearing those, and nice and warm as well. But that is brilliant. And I've just noticed there's actually a teapot on there, so I could have got that for the sophisticated challenge. And also Halloween based was this one. It was a jersey print this time, and it's got little cobwebs and spiders all over it, and that was reduced to something silly like $3 a metre. So again, probably pyjamas for my daughter, but that was just a bargain, I think. It's got a lovely stretch to it. It's white, so that's probably asking for trouble, but we liked it. Most of these purchases were mindful purchases because I had an idea of everything that I wanted to make with them, so that's why I was using my stash hub, so I knew exactly what I needed. And I always struggle when it comes to making bags or anything accessory wise, because I don't always have the fabric that I need for it. So I did get a couple of canvas prints. One of them is for another tote pack, and I'd also like to make the new tote bag from Adam as well. So again, on the coffee theme, I bought a yard of this canvas print. They are all still available, but not everyone is fortunate enough to get to America. But I really like that one. It's quite a neutral colour, but I think that would make a lovely bag. It's just something a bit different, isn't it? And then I bought this one, which is rainbow stripes, or it was called rainbow watercolours. Again, it's a canvas. Bought a yard, so that will be enough to do a tote pack. And for the lining, I got this gorgeous purple cotton, and I think together again they go really nicely. So I'm really looking forward to making that one. I'm getting quite warm feet at the moment with the pile at my feet. I also found another Sewing Notion print, and it was this one, and I liked it because it had these ladies on it in their vintage apparel, and it's got lots of different brightly coloured sewing notions. And this is another quilting cotton. So again, I just bought a yard, but I think that would be lovely. I don't know which way you can see it, so I'll show you both ways. I think that would be lovely as another bag, whether it be lining or the outside, I'm not sure, but I do really like that one. So that was it for my crafty bits. And then my daughter, again, she does love Halloween. She got this one, and I'm not quite sure what she decided on item wise she wanted. I don't know whether it was pyjamas or some sort of shirt, but we got her that one as well because it was just really novel, and we don't really get a lot of those sort of things in a store that we can look at where we are. So after that I did go back again because I couldn't find any different fabrics, for example linen or viscose, so I just hadn't looked properly. I was so overwhelmed by it all. I mean, what I've shown you so far wasn't from just one visit, because the first time I went in there I was just like, wow. So when I went back again, I wanted to look for some linen. They didn't have a massive stock of linen, but I did find it in the corner of the store, and I found this gorgeous colour. I think it's classed, they called it sea green linen, and I thought that would make a lovely pair of trousers for next year. Whether it's culottes or the Sew House 7 free range slacks, I'm not quite sure, but I got enough. I think I got 3 yards of that one just to make sure that I had enough. And widthways, I think from compared to the other one, that is actually the full length. So I have got more of it than the cottons. And then they had this tiny bit, and I had heard that if you find any fabric that's end of the roll, they do give you a discount. And I asked for a yard and it was just over, so she did give me a 30% discount, and it's this lovely khaki green one, and I thought that would make a nice pair of getaway shorts for next summer. So I got that as well because that was the end of it. They didn't have any more. Again, I was looking for viscose or rayon, and to start with I hadn't found it because it wasn't in the usual places like on shelves. It was actually in some tubes, or it was on fabric rolls, but then they had a bit draping over, so I didn't quite get that that was what it was to start with. But I found this gorgeous viscose, and I have got it in mind for this Florence dress by Sew Over It, and it just reminded me so much of Monet, and I thought that was really pretty. So I bought 4 yards of that because, again, I was worried I wouldn't have enough, but that is quite wide. But it's just got a lovely drape to it, and I think that's going to look lovely as a dress. So that will be one probably for spring that I will be making for that. So the last one I'm going to show you from Joann's. I am going to the dressmakers ball in October, which is only next month, and I had bought some black stretch velvet from Legend Textiles, and it's got gorgeous glitter all over it, but the problem is the glitter likes to come off everywhere as well, and I thought, as much as I love it, I'm going to feel a bit bad if the function room have to follow me around with a hoover. So I thought I could use that as a toile, and then because I saw this fabric, I could use this as the real thing. Now this is actually from the Marvel series. I found it in the costume section of Joann's, but I bought one bit to start with to make a top, and then my husband was like, why don't you make the dress? Because it doesn't shed, and it's gorgeous. It's this one. I'll show you up close so you can see how glittery it is. But I just think that would look really lovely as the dress that I'm making, which is a McCall's dress. Can't think of the number offhand, I'll put it on the screen. But I just think that will look really lovely, and the colour is so nice. I don't think it's going to do it justice on the camera, but if you're going to the dressmakers ball then you'll see it, hopefully. So I did go back and get some more, so I've got 2 lots, but because there is a bodice and a skirt, I can do it with the 2, and I checked that they were off the same roll as well. So that was my Joann's visit. So Michael's was the next one, and I didn't film in there because there wasn't much to show you in the way of fabric. I think there was like 2 aisles, and I only bought 1 lot of fabric, which I'm quite impressed with. And that was actually for my husband as well. He's a major Star Wars fan, and they had this gorgeous quilting cotton with all spacecraft on it, including of course the Millennium Falcon, which he absolutely loves. And it's not quite just plain blue either, it's got some lovely little bright colours in it. So I thought that would make him a lovely shirt, and it is an official Star Wars licensed fabric as well. So I bought enough so I could make him that. And that is all I bought in Michael's. My daughter bought some models and stuff, but they didn't really have loads of sewing things, so that saved me some money. So another fabric shop and craft shop we like to visit while we're over in Florida is Hobby Lobby. So I did do a little mini tour of that one because they haven't got as extensive a collection of fabrics as Joann's, but they do have a lot of haberdashery. So I'm going to leave you with this little bit. It is slightly fast forwarded because I don't want you to get fed up of looking at fabric as if. So I'll see you after the video. It may be raining outside, but that's not spoiling our fun. We're off to Hobby Lobby. And then the last thing I'm going to show you in my fabric collection is from Hobby Lobby. My daughter did buy quite a lot of wool in there because she's making one of these arm crocheted blankets, but fabric wise I'd put myself a little list in my phone and I'd taken pictures, but unfortunately they didn't have what I was looking for. But I did find some more Christmas print that I'd seen on there, and it's this one. And yes, there's almost coffee cups on there, I think, again, but it's got donuts and all sorts of things on there, and I just thought that would make another great top for Christmas. I bought, I think it was 2 yards, might have bought 3, but again it's a quilting cotton, so it's very narrow, so you have to make sure obviously you've got enough to make anything with, because it's going to be difficult to get some pattern pieces out on a fold otherwise. But I'm thinking another patina blouse, so we will have 2 patina blouses for Christmas, and that will probably make my total up to 6 by then, if I have my way and make another one. And that was all I bought. So there you go, that's my fabric haul. So I hope you enjoyed the first part of this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't subscribe already, I'd love you to join my channel and help it grow. I released this video slightly later than intended because of the storm Milton that was happening over in Florida. So I hope everyone's okay, and hopefully everything's getting back to a bit of normality for you and you weren't badly affected by it. So take care everyone, and I'll see you again in part 2. Bye for now.